Run It Back Nation, what is good? It is your boy DJ Eastwood, Run It Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Algo Gang, give me 10 million likes on the video. 10 million likes. Subscribe to the channel if you watch these shows and you're not subscribed to the channel. That is fraudulent behavior. This is the No Fraud Zone. Turn your notification bell on. Join us on Playback TV, playback.tv/runitbackphilly. We watch Sixers games and other NBA games every single night, and it's a blast. Okay, let's get into it. The first thing I want to know is, are the Sixers being serious? Like, are they taking this upcoming NBA season seriously? Because I'm seeing other teams play their star players in these preseason games. I'm seeing other teams go 75, 80% in these preseason games, you know? And I know people are, oh, this is preseason, doesn't matter. These other teams are getting ready for the regular season because guess what? 45 wins is a lot different than 50 wins, right? 50 wins is a lot different than 55 wins. You want to win the games. You don't want to spend the first 20 games getting acclimated. That's why these teams are playing their stars. They're taking the upcoming season seriously. Like, what are we doing? Like, why are we fucking around so much? You know what I mean? Why do we got goose egg pump fake PJ out here drinking beer in the locker room? And everyone thinks this shit is funny. This shit is not funny to me. Get serious here. What the fuck are you guys doing? And we still haven't seen Joel Embiid and James Harden on the floor. And I'm just getting confused. Are they injured? What's the problem here? I watched Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I just watched Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. I don't know why that name escaped me. But I just watched Jokic and Murray last night. I watched LeBron and AD. LeBron's 50 years old playing in a preseason game. Where's our guys? What's going on here? Here is the explanation from Nick Nurse before the game on why James Harden and Joel Embiid still aren't playing in preseason games.
Might as well.
Nick, is this okay with Joel and James? You saying ramping it up? Is there like some off-season setbacks that they had, or?
Right, exactly. I feel Keith, you asked this question perfectly. You keep saying we're ramping up to get them ready to go. Well, why? How are they not ready to go? Is there some kind of setback? Are they not in shape?
Season setbacks that they had, or were they out of shape when they came back? I mean,
I just think this is they're veteran, multi-year veteran guys. I think this was Simon and his crew getting guys ready to go for the opening night. This is what they're doing.
Nick, you mentioned that there were certain.
So it's not obviously Nick Nurse's decision. It's Simon and his guys, whoever the fuck Simon is. I'm guessing like lead trainer, medical staff, somebody like that. But veteran guy, I mean, PJ Tucker's out there. Where the hell's Joel Embiid? I'm getting impatient here. All right, let's talk about the game. The Sixers lose another one to the Boston Celtics in the preseason. Again, of course, a preseason score doesn't matter. Nobody cares who wins or who loses. But some things, I guess, that I took away from watching this game, okay? Tyrese Maxey didn't have a great shooting night. Still gave you 17 points in 27 minutes. He was 7 for 17. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers. Got in a little bit of foul trouble, Tyrese Maxey did. But look, if Tyrese Maxey's not having a great shooting night and he's still giving me 17, you know, I'm happy about that. The first quarter, I saw some nice pull-up threes from him. There was some drives and finishes in transition that were, you know, Maxey-esque. So, you know, and of course, you know, we'll see what he looks like in the season. I just still have no worries about Tyrese Maxey this upcoming season. He's a 25-point-per-game player. I'm standing on that grave. One of the biggest stories of this game was Kelly Oubre Jr. And he gave you 18 points off the bench. He had 3-pointers falling in the first half. Got a little streaky. Got a little hot. One of them was a fadeaway falling into the bench on the opposite side. And he's one of those players. You know, Kelly Oubre is one of those players. When he gets hot, he'll start chucking. You know, he kind of reminds me a little bit of like a left-handed J.R. Smith when he gets hot. He'll just start pulling up from damn anywhere. And then he'll have games where he goes 0 for 40. It just is what it is. He had a dribble mid-range pull-up. And I think that's something that I did not expect to see from Kelly Oubre Jr. was a little bit of a dribble game around a Mo Bamba screen, I believe it was, and a mid-range pull-up jump shot that he hit and got fouled. So, that's a little bit of something I didn't expect from Kelly Oubre. A different array of shots, a shot creator in that particular instance. The Sixers haven't had a shot creator since Maurice Cheeks. That's not true. I just picked a really old name. So it's nice to see multiple guys on the Philadelphia 76ers basketball team that can dribble a basketball, make a move with said basketball, and create their own shot. That makes me very happy. You had a B-ball Paul to Kelly Oubre alley-oop. Not something I expected to see. I know Kelly Oubre can dunk the ball. I know he's one of the most athletic players we've seen on this roster in a long time. I didn't know Paul Reed could pass a basketball. I didn't know Paul Reed had the skills necessary to throw an accurate alley-oop pass from the elbow. So I enjoyed that play. And one of the main topics right now is, should Kelly Oubre start over PJ Tucker? And we are 100% going to talk about that in a minute. Danny Green. A little bit of Danny Green coming back from the dead. A little bit of Danny Green resurgence. Catching and shooting threes from the corner. Even had a ISO combo dribble step back three. Danny Green. 37 years old, coming off of an ACL tear. Did something that I didn't even see him do 2 years ago when he was on this team with his old ACL. Maybe the new ACL's better. Maybe he got one of them Adrian Peterson Johns in there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Danny Green. He looked pretty good in this preseason game, and we thought he was dead. We thought we signed him for no reason. We thought we signed him just to have like a farewell tour. If Danny Green can be, what he was at least just 2 years ago on the Sixers, obviously very, very valuable. I don't know about defensively anymore, but the shot making the Philadelphia 76ers are definitely going to need from anybody, So shout out to Danny Green, man. It was nice to see him, get his game back a little bit. We'll see what he looks like moving forward, man. I was happy about that. Speaking of shooting, the Sixers don't have a lot of these guys. The Celtics seem to have a lot of these guys, and that is white guys. The Celtics have an all-white lineup, dude. No other team in the NBA even has enough white guys on the roster to have an all-white lineup. The Celtics have an all-white lineup, just like the Patriots used to do. What's the common denominator there, Boston? Huh? What's up with all the... Never mind. Peyton Pritchard, or PP, as Celtics fans call him. If I fucking played professional sports and they called me PP, I would be so pissed off. But Peyton Pritchard's nice, man. Peyton Pritchard's nice, man. And he can do more than just shoot the three. He was hitting us with the dribble moves. He was hitting us with a little bit of like kind of a, a target Trae Young, if you will. Coming around screens, getting to his spots in the mid-range, throwing alley-oops to cutting centers and wings, and doing a lot of combo guard stuff, doing a lot of point guard stuff, versus just being that little white guy that can shoot the ball. So, Peyton Pritchard looks nice, and it's interesting now. The Celtics have 3 point guards and no interior defender because they traded away Robert Williams and they traded away Marcus Smart, their best perimeter defender or defender all around. I still am not really understanding the Drew Holiday trade, to be honest with you. I think you keep those defenders, you keep those glue guys, you run Derek White and Peyton Pritchard, and you're probably just as good as you would be with Drew Holiday. So I don't know, Boston. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Let's talk about what we need to talk about here. All right. we need to talk about these two bums, Tobias Harris and PJ Tucker, in the starting lineup. Nick Nurse, please, dear God, Nick Nurse, if there's a God in heaven, if Nick Nurse has an ounce of compassion in his soul, he will not force me to watch Tobias Harris and PJ Tucker on the floor together this season. He won't do it to me. He won't do it to me. In the starting lineup, Tobias Harris and PJ Tucker in a preseason game, in a combined 44 minutes, gave you 9 points. PJ Tucker and Tobias Harris in a combined 44 minutes gave you 9 points and a minus 17 in a preseason game. And then, of course, we got PJ Tucker out there drinking beer in the locker room, not taking anything seriously. This guy doesn't give a shit. He's 38 years old. He's getting paid $11 million a year by the Sixers in part of his career that probably should not exist. He should probably be done making money in the NBA. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just cashing checks. He's 38. In 2 games so far in the preseason, PJ Tucker is giving you 0 points. Tobias Harris, in 27 minutes last night, in a preseason game, scored 9 points. Are you shitting me, Tobias Harris? Are you shitting me? This is why we've been trying to trade this guy for 5 years. He stinks, man. He stinks, dude. I'm tired of the Tobias Harris defenders. It's crazy. He stinks. Stop giving me his damn average. Oh, he still averages 16 points. I don't give a shit. He sucks. I watched this dude. Tobias Harris is out there in the fourth quarter of a preseason game getting stonewalled by Luke Cornett, and I had to write it down because I can't even remember the guy's fucking name. Delano Banton. I watched him come around the screen and try to take Luke Cornett one-on-one, and he got the ball plucked by Delano Banton, and then he kicked it back to Maxey. Tobias Harris sucks. Enough is enough with this shit. Get him out of here. Yeah, start Kelly Oubre Jr. Absolutely. And start somebody over PJ Tucker. These dudes can't defend. They're too slow at this point in their career. They can't grab a rebound. They can't do anything on the offensive side of the floor. What does PJ Tucker give you at this point? Buy him out, dude. Buy him out. Seriously. Buy him out. Pay him the rest of his money and tell him to go enjoy his sneaker collection because it's over. Just give me Kelly Oubre Jr. and Jaden Springer and Turk Smith and I don't know. Find another 6'7" athletic dude at your local park for all I give a shit. Get Tobias Harris and PJ Tucker out of my face. I'm second preseason game and I'm sick of seeing it. Imagine what the season's going to look like if Nick Nurse plays those guys. Now I have faith that Nick Nurse is not going to play those guys because Nick Nurse is going to look at the floor and say, what's best for the basketball team? Not who should I play based on what they're being paid. So we'll see. Couple more things here. I tried to tell you guys about a month ago how ass Mo Bamba is. He stinks. He sucks. He's terrible. There's no reason for him to be on this team. He hasn't done anything in his NBA career. His one healthy season, he averaged 11 points per game on the worst team in the history of the game, the Orlando Magic. It's enough is enough. Why is Mo Bamba here? He is so bad. He can't even defend the rim at 7'11". He can't do anything. Mo Bamba had 0 points, 3 rebounds, and 0 blocks in 15 minutes. Got beat at the rim by a couple players that don't have a theme song named after him. He just offers you absolutely nothing. I don't even want to talk about Mo Bamba anymore. Get him out of here. Cut him. Seriously, cut him. Waive him. Whatever it is, get him out of here. Speaking of our boy Turk Smith, fast break alley-oop to Jaden Springer. I like that. Had a dribble pull-up 3. We haven't had a bench player, ISO a defender, lull him to sleep with the hesitation dribbles, and get into a pull-up 3-pointer since Lou Williams. I'm getting real like Jordan Clarkson, Bones Highland vibes from Turk Smith, and I really, really, really want him to be a major part of the rotation. I really do. And towards the end of the game, garbage time, but Duke Jr. had a nice steal and transition into a nice little alley-oop to Ricky Council. So we'll see if those guys make the roster, end up with playing time. Who knows? You can always use athletes on this team. But out of like Duke Jr., Ricky Council, and Turk Smith, I think Turk Smith should be literally in the Sixers rotation. I think he's a perfect firecracker spark off the bench. I really do. So I'm excited for that. Do I have anything else on this game? That's all I got, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. This has been DJ Eastwood's reaction to a meaningless preseason game. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn your notification bell on. Go to the merch store, runitbackphillyshop.com. Use the code BLOWUP20 for 20% off. Get yourself one of these Maxey season t-shirts, man, because it is Maxey season. You know it's Maxey season. I'll see you soon.